I'm Dalton Barrett with News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories affecting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for this Monday, April 14th, 2025. A Tennessee pastor with deep ties to Maryville and a mission in South Africa has gone missing after being abducted by armed men during a church service in the Eastern Cape Providence. Josh Sullivan, a Maryville native and former Maryville High School football standout, was preaching at Fellowship Baptist Church in Motherwell Township when four masked men stormed into the building, stole cell phones from attendees, and kidnapped Sullivan in his own truck. The vehicle was later found abandoned nearby. Sullivan, a fluent Zhao speaker and dedicated missionary, had been serving in South Africa with his wife and children since 2018. Authorities, including South Africa's anti-gang unit, are investigating the abduction, though no ransom has been demanded. Loved ones, including his mother and his church community in Tennessee, are calling for prayers as the search continues. Here locally in Rutherford County, the Middle Tennessee State University community is mourning alongside golfer Carter Manath, who lost his father and grandparents in a tragic plane crash. The small aircraft vanished from radar while en route to the Tar Heel Intercollegiate Golf Tournament and later was discovered in the Cherokee National Forest in Polk County. MTSU expressed deep condolences and support for Manath, urging the Blue Raider community to keep him in their thoughts during this devastating time. The tragedy has reverberated throughout the MTSU campus in Murfreesboro, uniting the community in shared grief and solidarity. A petition to rename Nashville's International Airport in honor of Tennessee's own Dolly Parton is rapidly gaining traction, with over 50,000 signatures collected since January. Supporters argue that Parton's legendary music career and extensive philanthropy work, including her Imagination Library, which has distributed more than 100 million books to children, make her a fitting namesake for the state's busiest airport. The push comes amid an alternative proposal to rename the airport after former President Donald Trump, sparking debate across the state. While Dolly's supporters emphasize her embodiment of Tennessee's values, like generosity and unity, critics of both renaming proposals cite the historical significance of the airport's current name, Berry Field, Nashville, named after the World War I veteran Colonel Harry S. Berry. As of now, no lawmakers have endorsed or proposed legislation for a name change. In Rutherford County, a local legend is being honored for his transformative impact on youth athletics. Siegel Middle School in Murfreesboro has officially named its baseball field Mike Tobit Field in tribute to the longtime coach who led the program from 2002 until 2015. Tobit not only led the team to a .784 winning percentage and over 350 career wins, but also played a pivotal role in developing the school's baseball facilities. His collaboration with the Richard Siegel Foundation and community partners helped turn an empty lot into a first-class complex, complete with dugouts, bleachers, and an indoor hitting facility, leaving a lasting legacy on the Rutherford County school system. A leisurely Sunday ride took a sudden turn for one of Murfreesboro's bicyclists, ending with a rescue operation near the river's edge. Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department crews sprang into action after the cyclist veered off the greenway and down a small embankment. Engine 9 arrived first, quickly assessing the scene and determining a technical rescue was necessary. The patient, found at the water's edge, was alert but in need of assistance. Firefighters wasted no time assembling a rope system and carefully extracting the individual using a stroke basket. Once safely secured, the patient was transported via MFRD's utility terrain vehicle to a waiting Rutherford County Emergency Medical Services ambulance for further evaluation and to a local hospital. The swift response involved multiple Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department units, including Engine 9, Rescue 4, Ladder 4, AT4, Safety 1, Safety 2, and Battalion Chief 2. In Metro Nashville, Youth Services detectives arrested a 19-year-old man for rape of a child as the result of an investigation that began after the girl gave birth to a boy in February. The victim, who gave birth, was only 11 years old, according to police. Suspect Raimundo Juan Reyes Comilio is being held at the downtown Nashville Detention Center in lieu of a $75,000 bond. The girl, who is now age 12, told detectives that she had one sexual encounter with a man in May of 2024. She said she met the individual through Facebook. From details provided by the girl, a search warrant was executed on the suspect's Facebook account, which produced his name and telephone number. Camilio admitted to the sexual encounter with the girl when he was 18 years old. He said he believed that she was 14 when it occurred. As Tennessee's legislative session nears its close, State Senator Shane Reeves of District 14 is celebrating the advancement of 7 key bills, several of which are expected to have a direct impact across Rutherford County and the surrounding areas. Among the highlights is SB 889, allowing counties such as those in Reeves' district to vote on gradual increases to the mineral severance tax, potentially benefiting local infrastructure. Other notable measures include SB 0425, strengthening public records privacy for local government employees, and SB 0433, addressing animal abandonment by expanding legal definitions to protect pets left near shelters or clinics. Public safety and healthcare were also priorities, with bills expanding buprenorphine access in correctional facilities and ensuring non-opioid treatments remain on insurance drug list. Reeves, who also received the 2024 Legislative Leadership Award from the Tennessee Association of Optometrist Physicians, emphasized accessibility and encouraged District 14 residents to stay engaged during implementation. Meanwhile, a bill aiming to tighten firearm transfer rules in Tennessee has been unexpectedly delayed until 2026, after facing opposition from the National Rifle Association and Tennessee Firearms Association. The proposal sought to close a loophole that allows individuals under court order to relinquish their firearms without proof of actual transfer. The bill sponsors, including Representative Kelly Kielsing, were blindsided by the pushback. Advocates argue that the delay prolongs risks, particularly for domestic violence victims. That's all for now. For updates on these, as well as more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook and X. I'm Dalton Barrett for WGNS Radio, and I'll talk to you later.